But good lord, what is that? Is that a spaceship to the moon? What is that?
I don't know. It's some weird generator or something. And
oh wow! But is that? Oh no! I thought it was an alien. I got really excited there. It's just some sort of dead German professor, I imagine.
What's up, guys? John here from the Killer Bits, and today we are taking a look at Maize. And I say we because I am joined by my cohort here in the corn, Yacky. Say hello.
Oh, amazing! Let's just get it out of the way.
So, how do you feel about adventure games, Yacky?
Love them. Can't get enough of them.
How do you feel about corn?
It's okay. It's okay when it's on the cob.
Well, this is mixing the two things. This is a weird little first-person adventure game where we have to deal with sentient corn.
Oh, of course. Oh, right, Maize. I get it now.
Yeah. All right, so we'll dive in, and I'll show you what's going on. So yeah, here we are, and the world's a bit trippy, and what the hell's going on? So I've played about an hour of this, and I mean, yeah, we have to take it.
What is that corn?
Yeah. As I said, we have to deal with sentient corn. So the premise is these kind of weird scientists misinterpreted a memo from the US government to create
very
sentient
greatly
corn.
Misinterpreted, it seems like. Okay.
Yeah. This game, literally, science has gone too far.
So is the secret they're trying to find out the source of crop circles, and they read it as, I don't know, crop.
Well, I mean, all the kind of backstory storytelling is done in kind of memos and notes and that you find along the way, and it's classic adventure game. Look, we've got a locked door and a way to unlock it. We have to find objects.
But John, corn don't have hands. How did they get in?
Well, obviously that's purposeful, so they can't get in. They haven't got hands. So
mystery and intrigue.
Yeah. So I'm currently working my way through the maze. Literally, it's a maze. But this is all pre-recorded because this is the only way we can actually do a co-op first impressions on this.
Pressing Q does absolutely nothing. So is this kind of like a black humor kind of presenting itself as?
I haven't really got kind of black humor from it. I mean, it's probably more absurdist humor.
Okay.
There are cutscenes.
What was that? What was it just left?
Yeah, that's the corn. But I mean, one thing, the world is really, really nice. It's all done in Unreal Engine, so it looks really nice. Obviously, YouTube compression is probably doing fuck all for it because there's lots of movement, lots of foliage, so it's probably looking as pixelated as hell. But the world is actually really nice, and the way that they've designed it is kind of a maze. It is kind of a labyrinth, but every so often you'll come across these kind of boxed off areas, literally boxed off by boxes. And every so often
mega oranges.
Yeah, you will. It's an orange box. You'll do something in the world, and suddenly the boxes have disappeared because a new area has opened up. So the way they've designed it is really nice. This is all kind of the kind of notes you get. As I said, I've played about an hour of it now, so I've seen a decent chunk. Supposedly, the devs have said the game's actually like 6 to 10 hours long, which is pretty impressive for an adventure game, because it tends to be one of those. They tend to be artificially long because you're spending an hour on one puzzle.
To find something,
But what I've played so far, I've literally played kind of this opening area and kind of the first level of the spoilers here, underground, and
oh good lord,
it is called. It is very labyrinthian.
Ooh, a key.
Yeah, we get a key. So it is classic find an object, go and open a door. I don't know whether I can open a door with a muffin. I keep trying the muffin on things.
I hope you try. I'm going to see you give it an earnest try to open it with a muffin, John.
Yeah. But the way they've designed it is... this world is pretty sprawling. It's occasionally it's boxed off, as you saw. Ooh. But it's really nicely designed. It looks fantastic. They have really kind of harnessed the power of the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
There are kind of certain aspects like there's a bit of texture pop in here and there. It will kind of lag a little in places, but it plays pretty smoothly. It looks great. When you actually get dialogue in that, there are actual cutscenes with voice acting. That's really nicely done as well. It's not kind of cobbled together. It's a pretty slick operation for a small studio out of, I think they're in Canada, the developers.
Canadians don't know anything about corn, John. I feel like these people are horribly unqualified for this game.
But yeah, it's all nicely put together, and the puzzles, they're as kind of weird as you tend to get in these kind of adventure games, you know.
Oh, good, nail clippers.
Yeah. What am I going to use nail clippers on? It's a case of it's using objects together that wouldn't really make sense. Apart from putting a plug in a plug hole, yeah.
I feel like that's the most useless thing you could have done with it.
Yeah.
Sausage grinder, good lord, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's absurd. I mean, the premise is absurd, but there's something really endearing about this, and as you get further into the game, there is actual story. It's not kind of loosely cobbled together puzzles. It feels intricate, like they've actually wound the story around the location. The puzzles are typical adventure game puzzles, you know.
Try everything.
Yeah, literally try everything against it. You know, it's never going to work, but that is typical kind of adventure game. You get a bunch of objects, you just try and piece them together, and they piece together in the weirdest ways. But the way they've woven everything together, it does work. It really does work.
So, I think the important question as well, John, is this still in beta, alpha, or is this going to be released relatively soon?
It's out. Well, I mean, depending on when to put this video out, it's out now, and it's going to be I think £15. I'm basing this on what's listed on the Humble Bundle store, because there wasn't any information in the kind of press release I got. But yeah, for like a £15 game, potentially, you know, 6 to 10 hours worth. Really nicely put together. I think this could actually have legs. I think it may have weird sentient corny legs. But
was that a man superimposed on the Mona Lisa?
What? Yeah, the art in this, there's something about this. I mean, not just the fact that you have a Russian talking teddy bear in it.
John, please don't reveal everything at once.
Well, no, he's in the trailers, but there's humour in this that kind of reminds me of stuff like Monty Python, but there's also kind of something kind of weird and abstract about it that almost strikes me as kind of quite Eastern European as well about it all. So it seems like a weird melding, but it kind of works. Okay,
I'm so curious to see what could possibly come out of those dressers right now. What are you gonna catch, John? Are you people hiding fruit in there?
Well, no. What it is, it's a wobbly thing. So it's another kind of like one of these artificially locked off areas. So you have to get a number of objects to get past that. That's essentially a door for us. So I have to. As you can see here, it's a wobbly wardrobe. So, yeah, I mean, there's some obvious things you need to find objects for. So, obviously, you saw that kind of blue greyed out section on the ground, which was obviously for the crate I picked up.
Right.
So there are clues in that fact. I mean, none of the puzzles have been particularly difficult. There's a lot of kind of backtracking and stuff like that. And as I say, the world is pretty sprawling. And, you know...
But it seems like they're giving you the shortcuts to kind of traverse everything pretty easily.
Yeah, and the fact is, it's a first-person one, but they're not limiting you to just walking at a snail's pace. You can press shift and just bomb it along. So, I mean... I'm not saying there's going to be speedruns of this, but you can, if you know where you're going, you can kind of do the puzzles fairly quickly. I mean, I think the first time I played this, doing the kind of initial area took me about 30 minutes. This kind of recording, it took me 20 because I knew exactly where to go, plus showing you everything, what's going on. But
it's interesting though. If you're saying it's good lord, is that a hand? Bad, question mark, good. Good. Why is the hand just questionable? It's surely that's just bad. But anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted.
What?
So you're saying that if the devs are already kind of predicting this will take about a 6 to 10 hour game.
Yeah. And
that you still only, even though you knew what you were doing, it only shaved 10 minutes off.
Yeah.
Like that's going to show how good an assumption for how long the game is as well. You could be the smartest guy in the world, but it's still going to take you a good few hours.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the one thing that's kind of lengthening it is the fact that it is sprawling. You do have to go all the way to one side of the map to get the one object you need to get to the other. Because I mean, we saw that kind of first door with the 3 objects we needed to open it. We're going to have to travel all the way back there once we've got those 3 objects.
Right.
So there is kind of a lot of backtracking in this. And
but it doesn't feel too kind of trekky though, does it?
No,
no. With all the walking.
No. It's as I said, it's really nicely put together. I mean, all the puzzles are fairly obvious. Broom, yeah, there we go.
Oh, cute.
And of course, we had a bobby pin, and anyone who's ever played Fallout knows the only reason you have a bobby pin is to pick a lock. And I swear this.
Stop pressing Q.
Yeah.
Are you actually pressing Q, or is it just happening?
No, it just happens like that.
Okay.
And I swear I'm going to make this muffin work for me somehow.
But good lord, what is that? Is that a spaceship to the moon? What is that?
I don't know, it's some weird generator or something. And
Oh wow, but is that... Oh no, I thought it was an alien. I got really excited there. It's just some sort of dead German professor, I imagine.
Yeah. But I have a hand now.
You can get the other one and start clapping yourself. A good job.
Yeah, exactly.
What? Okay, so we've found 4 new areas that we can kind of go through.
Yeah.
So God, I've already lost track of what's left to be locked.
Well, the kind of the main bit for this opening, I wouldn't say it's like a tutorial or prologue area. This first area, the house and the initial fields, is quite big, but we have to go all the way back to that kind of first kind of almost vault door type thing.
Okay.
And that kind of opens up a whole new area.
So this whole first area is just to kind of set the mood. Like we've got this really weird 80s sci-fi soundtrack.
Yeah, there's almost something quite kind of Lynchian about it.
Right. Who is... Speaking of the devil, there's David Lynch himself. Good lord. Why do those orange boxes look more like shoe boxes, or is it just me?
Some do. Some look like they're, supposed to be filled with photocopier paper or something like that. But I've no idea why they decided on orange and not just kind of a stack of random boxes. It's probably just a visual thing. It just makes it stand out more or something like that.
Right. Oh, because you couldn't just go around it, right?
No,
that'd be weird.
Yeah, it's so as you can see that there's quite a lot of fields out there. We've already gone through a bunch, but there's still areas that are locked off.
I'm actually surprised there hasn't been a lot of like audio logs or storytelling stuff around.
Yeah, there's no audio
haven't
logs.
found any yet.
There's no audio logs. Obviously, because I played this area before, I picked up most of the notes, and even though I kind of reset and started again, it's remembered all those kind of notes I'd picked up. So there tends to be kind of, a random letter here or a scrap of paper there, which you pick up, which is a bit of, a bit of, I wouldn't say backstory, but they're kind of adds little bits of flavor text and things like that.
Okay. But you don't, is it a case of you need the collectibles in order to understand the whole story, or do you get another story without it?
The main story is in the cutscenes you get.
Okay.
And that's fully narrated. There's full dialogue in that and that. So you get the story from that. The little notes are there just to add a little bit of flavour. Essentially, that's all.
Okay.
So we're almost there with the objects we need. Obviously, we've got that hand. We got the CD out the CD player, which fits the round. Lock.
So there's no. I've also noticed there's no combining as well, so you don't have to do any stupid like.
Here we go. This is kind of combining. I get to smash the key fob into shape. There are sections in the kind of, I wouldn't say the next level, but the next area where I think I had to piece together like 4 or 5 objects to actually unlock a door.
So we do still have like stuff the cat in the bag and use the cat in the bag to push open the.
So there you go. Obviously, I had to put the plug in the sink.
Right.
I had to put oil in the sink, and now I have to put the hand in the sink as well.
Okay.
And now we've got all 3 objects we need, so we can go back to that main door.
Oh, so you got the hand, right? And then you can go. Yeah, very clever.
And now I have to work out which way I'm going to actually get back to.
Well, it seems like there were a lot of signposts right
There's
around
a lot
the
of
maze.
signposts.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Not that way. Down here somewhere.
Good lord. And how long has this been developed? Do you know?
I think it's a good year or so. I only started hearing about it maybe 6 months ago, and it was already well into development then. And obviously you can see this hasn't been cobbled together in a few months. There's been a lot of work put into that. Get stuck again.
God. You why do I have like the sneaking suspicion there's going to be some sort of nighttime scene where you're running through like a field,
quite possibly
being chased by like
government helicopters, all that kind of thing.
Oh, it's an old N64 password like code. Hand key CD. Okay. Spooky, scary stuff is going to happen now.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, God. That's a lot of corn.
You must answer a riddle before you're allowed to enter. A doctor and his son are in a car accident.
No, not that one. Say the one about the guy who hung himself with an ice block. You just gave that one away. Answer this one. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning?
That one's boring. I'm riddle president today. I get to pick.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, there's a bit of Python-esque humour in there.
Yeah, I could definitely see it now.
The bus pulls up to a stop and 10 people get on. At the next stop, 5 people get off, and twice as many people get on as at the first stop. At the third stop, 25 get off. So, which one of us is named Jim?
Am I Jim?
I thought he was Jim.
No, that's Bill. Where's Bill? You're Bill. Oh, that's right.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
And the last one.
Alright, well, okay. I'm just gonna... Good lord.
Oh, and watch out for our brother down there. He's a bit odd.
So, as I said... There's something about this that makes me want to carry on playing it.
Well, we told you to fix this elevator. Okay, never mind. Didn't want to read it anyway, John. Fine.
And I can't push this button. It won't let me push the button.
Puzzles already? I don't know. There you go.
It's a timed thing.
It's a stale pellet.
It's turning me into Pavlov's dog.
Oh, it is. Incredible.
But if you guys want to push a button, why not hit that subscribe button below the video if you want to see more videos like this? Do you reckon you'll maybe look into playing any more of this, Yacky?
I definitely want to find out the secret to this. You don't talk to a talking corn, John, and not think about how it got there. You know?
But yeah, if you like the video, obviously you know what to do, guys. Hit that like button, and if you want to get in touch with us, let us know in the comments below, or get in touch on any of the social medias over at the Kilobits. And here we are, underground.
David Lynch, you sick bastard. My God, Bob, you did this. Oh, that's Bob.
Yep.
Bob and Ted. Ted and Bob. Good
And
Lord.
we've been Jon and Yacky.
And we've been Jon and Yacky. I'm getting sucked into the game. Yeah, I've been Yacky.
And this has been Maize. Alright, catch you later, guys.
John, I want a bronze statue of myself.